Hello friends, my dear students, myself Wandre Shital from Red Shikshan Samsthas Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borawake College Sirampur. Now this video is prepared under the guidance and support of Honorable Principal Dr. Gaikwad Sahib. This video is only for the educational purpose. In this video we are going to show about the blood cell composition of the blood, which type of the blood cells are present, how the structure of that each cell is there, and what is the role of that cells are there. As we know that the circulatory system, it is made up of the blood vessels as well as the different types of the blood cells are there. And in the composition, this blood, it is made up of the two parts. That is, it shows the presence of the plasma, and the second composition, these are the blood cells are there. In this, the total, the blood cells, they are of the 45% and plasma is the 55% is present. How the plasma is separated from the blood cell? By using the technique of a centrifugation, here the blood cells, they are get separated from the plasma. When the test tube containing the blood sample, they are allowed to get the centrifuge. At that time, here the two components, they are get separated. Here at the bottom, the blood cells, they are get settled down due to their heavy weight, and on the surface of this test tube, here the yellow colored straw colored substance is present, that is known as a plasma. The study of this blood is known as a hematology, and it is derived from the mesoderm during the embryonic development, because when the fertilization process takes place, that after that the three germ layers, ecto, endo and mesoderm, they are originated, and from each germ layer different organs are get originated. Just like that, here the blood cells, they are originated from the embryonic mesoderm, and it is a fluid connective tissue. Generally it is having an alkaline pH near about the 7.4. In human blood, the pH is the 7.4. It is a salty in taste. The viscous fluid, it is heavier than the water. Now this plasma, what is the composition of that plasma is there? This plasma, it is made up of the firstly water, which is about the 90% water is present in this. The secondly, it shows the presence of the protein molecules. The albumin, globulin, propredin, prothrombin and fibrinogen, these proteins molecules, near about 7 to 8%, these protein molecules are present in the plasma. Then it also shows the presence of the inorganic salts. These inorganic salts are sodium, calcium, magnesium, iron, molybdenum, in the form of that present in the plasma, and only 1% these inorganic salts, they are present. Along with that, the other substances, means the presence of the glucose molecule, amino acid, fatty acid, in the form of the triglyceride, it present. It also shows here the presence of the waste material, means these waste, they are the nitrogenous waste are there. This nitrogenous waste is in the form of urea, uric acid and creatinine. The growth regulators, that is the hormones are there. These growth regulators are present in this plasma. Along with that, it also shows the presence of the vitamins, enzymes, the anticoagulant, that is the protect clotting of the blood. This anticoagulant, it is present in the plasma, and in human body the heparin anticoagulant is present, which avoid the clotting of the blood. It also shows the presence of the dissolved gases. These dissolved gases are in the form of oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. This is the composition of the plasma, means it is made up of the water, protein, inorganic salts as well as the other components in the form of waste, regulator, anticoagulants and the dissolved salts are there. Now come towards the formed element. What is that? Formed elements are there. These blood cells, they are produced in the body and they are collectively known as the formed element. These formed elements means here, in short, we can say that these blood cells, they are divided into 3 types, or these formed elements, they are divided into 3 types. The first are the RBCs are there, that is the red blood corpuscles, or known as erythrocytes. Second are the WBCs. That is the leukocytes, and the third component of this blood cell, that is the platelets are there. Now come towards the first RBCs. Here, these RBCs are erythrocytes, are the abundant in the blood cell. They are circular, biconcave and without a nucleus. That is the characteristic feature of this cell. All the cells are with the nucleus, but that RBCs, they are the without nucleus is there. And only exception is that the camel is the animal. In this, the nucleus is present in the RBCs of that camel. It is the oxygen carrier protein. Here, the normal range in male and female of that RBC, that will be get varies here. In male, on an average, 5.1 to 5.8 million per cubic mm, these RBCs are present, and in female, 4.3 to 5.2 million per cubic mm, these RBCs are present here. The lifespan of that RBCs is about here the 120 days. The process of formation of RBC is known as erythropoiesis. They are produced from the hematocytoblast, and their production site is nothing but the red bone marrow. They are mostly formed in adult in the red bone marrow, and in children they are formed in liver as well as in spleen. It also shows where the increase in number of RBC in the body, that condition is known as a polycythemia. Poly means the many here, and therefore the number of increase on an average, if the normal range that will be get crossed and above that the number of RBCs are found, that is known as a polycythemia, while the decrease in number of RBC, it is known as a erythrocytopenia. Here, the hormone erythropoietin is produced by the kidney cell that stimulate the bone marrow for the production of these RBCs are there. The mature erythrocyte is devoid of the nucleus, mitochondria and other the membrane bound cell organelles. The main function of that RBC are, they are the oxygen carrying protein molecules, because they are always in combination with the hemoglobin, and due to presence of the hemoglobin, they are appear as a red in color. These erythrocytes, therefore, they are responsible for the transport of the gases like O2 as well as the CO2. Come towards the second, WBCs, that is the white blood corpuscles or the leukocyte. These leukocytes are colorless, they are with nucleus, they shows the amoeboid movement and they are always having the larger size than the RBCs. Due to their amoeboid movement, they can move from out capillary by the process of the diapedesis. A normal adult, it shows 5,000 to 10,000 WBCs per cubic mm of a cell. The decrease in number of these WBC is known as a leukopenia, whereas the increase in number of these WBC is called the leukocytosis. On an average, it is present in 5,000 to 11,000, but if the number that will be get tremendously increase at that time, here uncontrolled cell growth of the WBC, that is termed as the leukemia or the blood cancer. And here these WBCs, they plays an important role in the defense mechanism of the body. In short, we can say that our immunity system that will be get working on the function of that WBC. Here the two types of the WBCs are present on the basis of their cell structure. Here let's see which are these two types of these WBCs are there. The first are the granulocytes and second agranulocytes. The granulocytes, they are how the term is there, where the cell is present, but that cell it contains the presence of granules in their cytoplasm. Therefore, they shows the granulocyte, and those cells, they are showing the absence of the granules in the cytoplasm. There the agranulocytes are there. Here these granulocytes, they are showing the polymorphonuclear leukocyte, means more than one nucleus is present in that cell. They have a lobulated nuclei, and this nucleus is having the different shapes are there. These are granulocytes, they are divided into the three types. These three types, they are observed depending on the basis of the staining property. Now, which are these three types of that granulocytes are there? Here, this shows the three types of the cells are present, that is neutrophil, basophil and eosinophil. And these agranulocytes, they are divided into two types, that is lymphocyte and monocyte. Now come towards the first cell, that is the neutrophil. Here no doubt it is the circular cell, but the cytoplasm of this cell, it contains the presence of the granules are there. No clear cytoplasm is present, and this cell, it shows about the 70% of the total WBC. It shows the presence of the more than 1 up to the 7 lobes are present here. Means the polymorphonuclear, there is show presence of the many nucleus is shown in the cytoplasm of that cell. The main function of this neutrophil, it is the phagocytosis is there, and this phagocytosis is meaning that the engulfing of the microorganism. When any foreign particle, pathogen get entered in the body, at that time these immunity system cells, means that defense mechanism is get working here, and that function is get played by this neutrophil. The second cell, that is the basophil. This basophil is also the shows the granulocytes are there. Here their cytoplasm is not the clear, and here that cell, it is not the phagocytic in function. It contains the nucleus which is having the two lobes, or the twisted nucleus is present. In this here, that shows the twisted nucleus is observed in this basophil cell, and the main function of that cell is they secrete the anticoagulant heparin. Along with that, they secrete the histamine and serotonin. That heparin that prevents the blood clotting. The third cell, that is the eosinophil. This eosinophil, it is also shows the granular cytoplasm, and here the nucleus of that eosinophil, it is showing the acidic properties. When it is get stained with the acidic stain like eosin, it becomes red in color, and bilobed nucleus is observed in this eosinophil cell. That nucleus, it is showing the presence of the two lobes. These cells destroy the antigen antibody complex by the process of the phagocytosis. If the number of the eosinophil is increased in the person, at that time we can conclude that any type of allergy is present in this body. These cells are showing the antihistamine property. Along with that, they are responsible for detoxification as they produce these antitoxins. Come towards the agranulocyte. These agranulocytes are about 28% of the total WBC cell. Here the cytoplasm of these leukocytes is without granule, and they are formed of the lymphoid stem cell. They divide by the process of the mitosis. These lymphocytes, they are smallest of the all WBC, and this shows the large spherical nucleus is there. Here as compared to remaining cell, this lymphocyte, it is the very small, and here the large nucleus is present, and the cytoplasm of that cell is clear, no granules are present. They are about 25 to 30% of the total WBC cell. Depending upon the function of these lymphocytes, they are B lymphocyte as well as the T lymphocyte. These B lymphocytes, they mature in bone marrow and are responsible for antibody production, that is the humoral immunity. They are highly specific antigen antibody immunity. The T lymphocyte mature in thymus and responsible for the cell mediated immunity. Here the helper T cell, killer T cell and memory T cell as well as suppressor T cell, they are the four subtypes of these T lymphocytes are there. Now the monocyte, along with the other cell here, the monocyte, it is the largest cell of all the WBCs, and this cell is also shows the clear cytoplasm. The nucleus is of a bean shape as well as the kidney shape nucleus is present here. It is also the large nucleus shows. Out of the total WBC count, it is 3% or 3 to 5% may be observed. These monocytes are actively motile and they give rise to macrophages. They are mainly the phagocytic in function. They destroy the bacteria, dead or damaged tissue by the process of the phagocytosis. The last cells are the platelets or the thrombocytes are there. Here these platelets or the thrombocytes, they are showing the main function, that is the clotting of the blood. Here these thrombocytes, they are cellular fragment formed from the large cell called megakaryocyte. These cells are produced in red bone marrow. They are very small oval shaped cell. They are without nucleus. Normal count of these platelet in human is the 2.5 to 4.5 lakh per cubic mm. If the number of thrombocytes decrease, then normal condition is known as a thrombocytopenia, and that cause the internal bleeding. This platelet secrete the factor which are essential in the blood clotting. They also seal the ruptured blood vessel by formation of the platelet plug thrombus. They secrete serotonin, a vocal vasoconstrictor. Here the main role of this platelet, that is nothing but the coagulation of the blood or the clotting of the blood. This coagulation means the conversion of liquid blood into the semi-solid blood, and this process, it is initiated when the blood is come in contact with any foreign particle, or if any injury it will be happen. At that time, here the clotting factors, they will be get activated, and this process that will be carried out in a stepwise or the cascade mechanism. Here this shows there are 12 clotting factors from 1 to 12, and this interaction of that factor in the cascade manner leads to the formation of enzyme thrombin. This thromboplastin helps in the formation of the enzyme prothrombinase. This enzyme inactivate heparin, convert inactive prothrombin into active thrombin. This thrombin convert soluble blood protein fibrinogen into insoluble fibrin. This fibrin form a mesh in which the platelet and other blood cells, they are trapped and forms the clot where the injury takes place. Means when the thrombin formation takes place, at that time the clotting that will be occur, and the flow of the blood from body to environment or outside is automatically gets stopped. This is about the different types of the blood cells and the composition of blood. Thank you.